Good evening, good evening. Welcome to MiSpot. So, the energy once again is very interesting. I want to call it chaotic, but I feel like chaotic gives it too much power, or it gives the the craziness or the uncontrollable part of it like too much power, because it doesn't feel uncontrollable. It feels like the chaos that the chaos that we understand. Before I go too deep, I'll just say, if you're new here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. Thank you for all your love and support. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you like or the video resonates with you, please like and comment. It's a nice way of getting that energetic transference so that we can be vibrating on the same frequency where we resonate. That's always powerful. It's just a good way to make sure that we're continuing to tap into energy that resonates with the people who want to be here. Okay. I'll say that right now, I think that as a collective, there is a very powerful energy of change. Change, like positive change as in transformation, as in growth. And I'm going to get more into that, but today is a very special day to me for several reasons. The date is significant. The numbers or the angel numbers of today's date is significant. It's also the middle of the week. I'm not sure when you might view this, but I pray that all of these messages are timeless and can resonate or can be a message at any time. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. So today's been great. Today was a day of just kind of sitting back and taking the day for what it is, finding some time to pour into my bucket of self-love or cup of self-love. I know that there's a full moon upon us. We're in Cancer season. Leo season will be here, I believe, at the end of the week or possibly right after the full moon. And I'll just say that I'm very thankful for what the year has shown me so far. We're about halfway through the year, and the last 6 to 7 months have been so eye-opening. I think many of us have experienced or may have heard about some tragedies that may be, not too far removed from us. We may have lost some people. Some people may have transitioned. There could be more transitioning, not just, in physical death, but also in physical life, where some people are going to be making some major shifts and major changes. There's definitely an element of not being afraid of change in the air. For some people, though, the lights are going out. The lights are out. The lights are out in so many ways. There's some that are observing the lights being out in others or for others, not wishing anything on anyone, but that's just the truth of it. This is a time where what people have been doing in the dark or behind the scenes is being exposed. It's coming out. The masks are falling off, the illusions are broken, and we're in the midst of change. So don't get discouraged with the chaos. If you feel like that you plan to do something but the day goes another way, just be okay with going with it, knowing that you are a problem solver, knowing that you can handle change, knowing that you can handle a change in plans or change of plans, and also having the confidence and the faith that when you are deterred, it's actually probably a blessing. It's giving the energy of rejection is God's protection. So if you come into a block, don't give it a lot of anger. Don't give it a lot of emotion. Kind of go with it, but be sure to stand firm. That's something we have to learn how to do in the midst of change and chaos, because the energy that's moving out is very resistant. And I think in a reading I did a few weeks ago, I was talking about how the energy is very persistent. Like, this is not going down without a fight. And that's fine. That's fine, because we know that. But the fact that it's fighting, it's already being beaten. It's already being pushed out. It's already exposed, you know? And so all we have to do is stay the course. I actually did a video message or reading on the 7/7 portal. And that video, I actually recorded it on 2 devices. One device recorded the video like halfway through and cut off. Okay, and maybe one day I'll share where it actually cut off. And then the second one recorded the entire video, but it had no sound. That was on the 7/7 portal. And after, like, I was a little frustrated because I was kind of proud of the message, because what came out was it could have been confusing, but it was very easy to explain. At least it felt that way. So I was hoping that I'll be able to share that and see if that resonates with anyone else. But I came to those 2 roadblocks, and that was, I guess, God's way or the Holy Spirit's way of saying to me, this message is only for you. It's not for anyone else. And that's one of the things that is a reason why, you know, I'm kind of taking baby steps with this, because I know that my energy is very powerful, and the energy of those that are connected to me on a spiritual level is very powerful as well. And I don't want it to overtake a collective message. But I know that if we are here and we are in alignment and we are connected, it will resonate for more than just me. So like I said, one day I'll share what came out and at least what the ending of that video was, because I think that was very powerful. But I'm thankful for that message ending. I'm thankful for those blocks, because what it did was it allowed me to release. It allowed me to let go. It allowed me to kind of just go with the flow, or embrace the unknown, or just not tripping off of something that I didn't really have control over. And also showing me and confirming that the Holy Spirit has my back and is going to show up when necessary, and that I can trust that. So that's the message that I have for anyone here tonight, is trust that when you are of the light, doing your light work, doing your shadow work, healing yourself, loving on others, potentially healing others, just understand that you are worthy of God and your entire spirit team showing up for you at the right time, and trusting that, knowing that they're going to show up, knowing that they're going to put the pieces in place, knowing that it's all working out for your good. Know that you can release the reins. Know that you can kind of just lay back on the horse and just let the horse just run off into the sunset. Just trusting and allowing yourself to feel that freedom in your spirit. Releasing any of that binding, anything that blocks our peace, our prosperity, our happiness, anything that stops us from having healthy relationships. We've been manifesting healthy relationships, and what I think that the Spirit wants us to see and to know right now is that we have to learn how to communicate our own needs, wants, and desires. And sometimes that may require us to sit back for a second and truly be able to commit it or communicate it to ourselves before we can communicate it to someone else. Truly understanding that we can communicate it to ourselves. Because I think that oftentimes, at least for me, sometimes you want people to just know. And there's a blessing in people just knowing. But that's not realistic for 90% of the time. I don't even think that's realistic for 50% of the time. We're dealing with human beings. All of us are human beings. And people aren't just going to always be able to read our minds. It's beautiful when you have a soul connection where somebody can read your spirit. But I don't think that we always are in a space for our spirits to be read. Sometimes someone can read our spirit and we may not be ready to be that open or that exposed or that vulnerable. So mind reading is not what we're trying to do. We really want, I guess, more spirit reading, if that's a thing, where we are surrounded by people who can feel our vibration and pays attention enough or receives our energy enough to where they can show up for us, for our best and highest good. Whether it's something that we want or embrace or not, it's still something that they can give to us in a way that we can receive. We are learning that we're breaking the cycles and the curses that love is hard and that love requires all this suffering and all this craziness and you just have to be insane about it. Love is patient and kind. Love is generous. Love is not envious. Love wants you to be happy. Love wants you to feel loved. I won't preach about that too much, but I've been getting also messages that not only are people or energies or spirits being exposed, but karma is playing out. There are many people, unfortunately, whose lives are falling apart and crumbling, and they are either afraid to admit it or afraid to admit that they are afraid or afraid to admit that they don't know what to do. I would just share with those folks to be honest with yourself. And if that's hard to do, maybe focusing on giving some gratitude. Even if it's just being thankful for your breath or being thankful for waking up. After gratitude, I would say maybe focusing on forgiveness. Not just forgiving of other people or the people that could have hurt us, disappointed us. It could be family, it could be our parents, it could be friends, it could be colleagues, it could be lovers. Not just forgiving those people, but forgiving ourselves. And I've been feeling a heavy energy of people kind of like holding on to a lot of childhood trauma and like generational trauma, where the wounds run so deep that the wounds run so deep that it's like it's really hard for people to break through it. You know, I think some people may be afraid to break through it because it may come with a purging that may include tears. Some folks may be afraid to break through it because it's all they know. When we have been stuck in something for so long and it's all we've seen, we actually get comfortable with it because we know it. And so when it comes to changing or growing out of that, we might cling to it because it's what we know. But there's definitely a lot of curses being broken. And those curses are being broken by a lot of this karma playing out so that people can learn the lessons. And I just pray that we all learn the lessons. Okay. What else? Those that have been doing the work, the inner work, the shadow work, the inner child, generational trauma, just know that it is safe and okay for you to carry a healthy sense of pride. It is safe for you to know that you can be proud enough to celebrate yourself. You can be proud to celebrate your accomplishments. You cannot be ashamed or guilty for pouring in and loving yourself and allowing your dreams to come true. Do not feel guilty about that. This is your time to do just that. You're not just planting seeds for yourself in the long run, but you're also planting seeds for people to come into your life and treat you that way. Okay? Recognizing how you love and treat yourself so that they can love and treat you just as good, at bare minimum. Our mental health is very important to our life purpose. If our mental health is not stable or healthy or benefiting our best and highest good, it will affect our lives. And I think that probably everybody can agree to that. So recognize when it's time for us to pour that energy into ourselves and not being afraid of thinking that you're by yourself, because you're not. You're never alone. Not just in spirit, but there's always someone else who can relate. And a lot of times it's really just us opening up, being vulnerable, being truthful, and not becoming our feelings. Feelings are meant to be felt. We don't have to become them. So we have to get out of the space of saying, I am mad, or I am sad, or I am depressed. And we start saying things like, I feel sad, I feel depressed, I feel angry, I feel disappointed, I feel happy, I feel proud, I feel loved. Not becoming those feelings, because those negative feelings, when we speak to them that way, that's what we end up being. And we end up manifesting exactly that. What else? I mentioned transformation. A lot of times transformation comes with death, and death in more ways than one. Death typically means a rebirth. Endings create new beginnings. So, when something is dying, it's probably something else is being rebirthed or birthed. And unfortunately, we may be seeing like certain incidents or activities happening in threes. I feel like I've experienced death in threes in my life quite a bit. Definitely not something that I want to experience again, especially with folks extremely close. Not ever really, but it does happen that way. So you could be seeing numbers like 333 or 1010 or 1212. You may even be seeing 1111, but there's an alignment that's happening that's out of our control. But it is requiring a lot of endings. It's requiring for some things to come to an end, and it could mean some physical deaths for certain energies, certain spirits, and possibly certain people. I've been hearing today lights out. Like lights out has shown up like at least 3 times today. So I pray the lights don't go out tonight, but if so, we are prepared. So you could be experiencing some storms, you know, metaphorically and literally. Storms have been sweeping across the country. And these storms are clearing some things out. And it's like the energy is like busting at the seams. The new energy is like it's like pulsating. It's so ready to just like rip the plastic off and just, you know, be this brand new Barbie doll or brand new pair of shoes. It's like the energy is like ready to be like ripped out of the plastic. And you have this past energy that's like trying to control everything. That controlling spirit, that controlling energy is gone. It has no place, and it knows it. So it's trying to hold on. So don't fall for it trying to throw you off, because it's going to try the smallest things to try to throw you off, to get your energy focused on the wrong thing, when you really can show that you have power in that moment to pull your energy back, you can totally create a shift. You can shift that energy in the moment because you're that powerful. So we're gonna see what comes out tonight in the cards. All right. But I hope that that's something that resonates. I'm not even sure what deck to start with. I've been seeing this deck here in my mind's eye like all day. I want to pull the energy oracles as well, because they just kind of set the tone for me, but they tend to take me to another place. So let's just see what happens. I think this deck has to talk. We're gonna come to this in a second. Okay, Spirit. Let's just see what's happening here. So yeah. Not going down without a fight. Moon energy is strong. Communication could be strong. There's definitely quite a bit of prosperity coming in. Some people may be having anxiety around money or prosperity. But there is definitely a balancing of the energy, and people are going to have to pay what they weigh. Okay? All of us do, but that's why we are here to do the work. We are here to tap in and not forget who we are. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. All right. Holy Spirit, ancestors of divine, loving, and healing light, please protect us as we download the messages for our best and highest good. Anything that's not for our best and highest good, please close, shut, lock, and block that door. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, Spirit. Turn the cards all kinds of ways. I think this right. What's the messages we got for tonight? What's the overall energy, strongest energy for our best and highest good? And attachment. Number 46, breaking down to a 1. So there's some coming together here. So someone may be in their head about a coming together. Someone's in their head. And then attachment. This is not necessarily a good card, but it's a perfect example of the energy I was talking about. Like this lady, you see how she's like taking off this mask and looking forward, but then she's like chained to like this post that's behind her in the past. So there's like a releasing. So someone could be in their head about releasing something, taking off their mask, releasing the past, or trying to break this tie. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Let's see what's on the bottom. Journey. Okay. So I kind of get the energy that we are definitely on this path to transition, and it's almost like we're in the path of this storm, and this storm is like it's happening all around us, but there's like a sense of peace and calm like within us, within our spirits, and even the spirits around us. They seem to be pretty at ease. Even though there's this chaos going on around, but we're definitely migrating, we're moving. So it's like the storm is happening, but we're still like moving through the storm. So it's like you're not focused on what's happening around you. It's like you're focusing on what's happening within you. Strength. Staying strong, looking forward. I would say keeping your head down or your nose down, but not necessarily keeping your head or your nose down. Actually, like lifting your head up, paying attention to where you're going, focusing on what's ahead of you, what's in front of you, and not getting distracted by the debris that's flying around, you know? And this lady here is on this card with the little lamb, and she has the lion like as half of her face. This is screaming like Leo energy to me. Even though the strength card, I have to look. I'm not sure the strength card is Leo energy or not, but the lion is within her. Lioness. And then there's this little lamb that feels protected and safe with her. Like Mary had a little lamb. The typical tarot, the lion, she's taming the lion. Like she's able to open his mouth. Where this card, the lion is like within her and safe enough to have this little lamb that represents the strength here. Yeah. So there's an energy of like staying the course, focusing on the present. I'm not gonna turn that over yet. We're gonna see what these are. Ooh, King of Swords. So there's some truth here, some clarity, some mental intelligence, someone who's fair, someone who knows how to use their words and communicate. And then we have the Ten of Wands in reverse, which is fantastic. Dropping a burden, releasing the load, letting the heaviness go. Like it's completed, it's done. It's done. The Seven of Cups, it's almost like having no choice. Seven of Cups represents a lot of choices. Not all the choices are good. You have to be careful. Some of the choices are consequential or have consequences. But it's in reverse here. So there's no choice. So I kind of get this. There could be someone who is realizing that like they don't have a choice but to be strong and mentally strong and dropping the load, not feeling like they have to, with the Ten of Swords on the bottom, not feeling like they have to like stay in this energy of needing to have a whole lot of options or feeling safe or validated by what's going on around them, whether it be people or situations or places or material things. It's like somebody is getting the strength to speak up, be mentally strong or mentally healthy, and recognizing that being in this energy of always having to think of another way out, like escapism, being in this energy of always trying to have another option or something else or what looks shiny, what's the next shiny thing, is actually a burden. It's actually a burden. And somebody's releasing this, because if they don't, it's going to create like more mental conflict. It's going to create more betrayal, because like I said, all of these options are not good options, you know. Thank you, Spirit, for that. Let's see what else this deck has to say. Yeah. This could be a masculine energy. It could be a woman in masculine energy. It could be a man. Like, oh. that might be true. Look, I don't even know how to pull the cards up. Oh yeah, I don't know how they feel, but the Knight of Wands, I couldn't tell if that was up or down. But I'll just say the Knight of Wands in reverse, not necessarily a bad thing, because a Knight of Wands, depending on what's going on around them or around this card rather, could be a negative energy. A Knight of Wands can be flighty, in and out. Could be somebody who likes to play a lot of games, whether it be mental, emotional, somebody who's just a playboy possibly. And with this Three of Pentacles in reverse, this could definitely be somebody who I don't like this energy, but in reverse, it's like, okay. But this could be somebody who likes to have another person. But it's not getting them to their 9 of Cups. It's like you're doing all of that for what? Somebody is realizing that releasing this energy or coming out of this energy is getting them closer to their own, closer to their own abundance, closer to their own 9 of Cups, their own freedom. Look how free this woman is on this card. Like her feet aren't even on the ground. This is somebody who's stable, all by themselves, separate energy from here. Multiple people. I also kind of get like, this could be somebody who also like works with not just people of the opposite sex, but people of the same sex. They may come together, I don't know. But these energies are very different. So, somebody is starting to possibly realize that this energy hasn't gotten them anywhere. Let's see what's on the bottom. 5 of Cups, right? It's been keeping them in regret, melancholy, bored, tired, exhausted, drained, not happy. Okay, Spirit. Anything else? Yeah, so there's definitely, so this is, like I said, this is kind of that same, like, we're moving through the storm, releasing old stuff that doesn't serve us, you know, and we all have these phases where in life, you know, and sometimes we don't know how certain opportunities or certain events can happen in our lives that can shift us and change us. I'm gonna keep these face down because I like to look at them after I've looked at the primary cards. Look at this energy here. So we got the 4 of Swords, the Hermit in reverse, and the Queen of Cups. So this says to me, so the 4 of Swords is healing, resting, rejuvenating. You see she's like nice and nestled in this little nest. This heart it's outside of her, but it's in there with her. It's almost like she's reconnecting with her heart. The Hermit is usually someone who has gone into isolation. They could be reflecting on themselves, doing a lot of research. Definitely someone who is in solitude. And it's in the reverse. So somebody may be coming out of isolation or solitude. It could be this Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is intuitive. She's emotionally stable. She's grounded. She very nurturing, caring. This Queen of Cups has been doing some healing work possibly and is coming out of this isolation. Thank you, Spirit. Let's see what's on the bottom. The 2 of Wands. So someone's like looking ahead, coming up with a plan or a strategy. I see the Justice peeking out at the bottom as well. So there's definitely a balancing of the scales here. And we're just kind of in like this waiting period, but you're not waiting. You are actually allowing. You're allowing things to fall into place. You're allowing yourself to let go. You're allowing yourself to control what you can control and let the rest fall. And know that regardless of what it looks like, you have angels that are working in the background for you. Whether it be getting justice for you, and serving that karma up to folks who have come against you, or energies and spirits that have come against you, or that basically a confirmation that the work that you are doing is for you to continue to stay focused on you keep your eyes on the prize and what's ahead of you, looking forward, and realizing that this is what's behind you and it's being taken care of. It's not something you have to worry about. I actually really, really, really like that message. That's confirmation of what we were talking about earlier. So let's do this deck here. This is another one I was seeing earlier. Thank you, Spirit. I actually am very, very happy about what has come out so far. Ay, ay, ay. I love this deck so freaking much. Oh my goodness. Like, I love it. Okay. I think that the truth is going to set somebody free. It's going to release some stuff here. It's going to allow a chapter or a cycle to close. It's going to possibly allow love in. Yeah. Okay, Spirit. Let's see what we got tonight. What does the Rider-Waite deck want to tell us tonight? I like this deck so freaking much. So this is like the original tarot deck. Where this is the original tarot deck. And I was like, okay. King of Wands jumped out. King of Wands, somebody who's taking action. Somebody who's a go-getter. Not afraid to move. So somebody could be taking a step forward to communicate something. Something they're passionate about. It could be an emotional message. Five of Swords in reverse. Beautiful. Someone is not being conniving, not trying to get ahead, coming out of this energy of like playing unfair. Someone is letting down their guard of like, it's the same energy with this Seven of Cups in reverse. It's like somebody felt like they needed to either be everywhere or look like they were everywhere, or have all, like, just surround themselves with a whole bunch of stuff. Could include people, to feel validated. Somebody did not feel validated within themselves. People who are in this type of energy in the upright, where you are not playing fair, you're doing a whole lot of things in the dark, you're being sneaky, you're being a liar possibly, or you're not telling the truth. You're doing, everything is hidden. You possibly could be living like a double life, like, or trying to, or whatever. Someone's coming out of that energy. That was somebody's way of like defending themselves. Somebody did not feel safe. Somebody did not feel, somebody was manifesting bullcrap for themselves, and they like maybe realizing that it's not getting them anywhere. Ooh. So this fell out in my lap in the reverse. So this is the Queen of Wands in the reverse. So there is a match or a pair out here. I can't call it a match because the Queen of Wands is in reverse. This could be a fire sign. Not really sure what this is. the Fool. So there could be a Queen of Wands that was trying to maybe stop a new beginning, or was afraid of their own new beginning. Somebody who might have lacked like faith. Okay. So here's a 10 of Cups. That's like wish fulfillment, happiness, family. And then here's the 4 of Wands in reverse. So maybe like somebody was like trying to make a family situation look good or look stable when it's actually upside down. Yeah, maybe like, see, there's 7 of Swords. This is the 7 of Swords. So coming out of this sneaky energy, like somebody possibly is being exposed. What's the 10 of Cups to the 4 of Wands in reverse here? 10 of Cups to the Hermit. The Hermit in the upright. So maybe somebody's going within. Maybe this Queen of Wands in the reverse is going within. Tell me more. What's the Hermit? The Queen of Cups. There's a second Queen of Cups out here. Okay, so some things are coming into alignment. Something kind of feels like somebody who is the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands the same person? Who's this Queen of Cups? Is the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands the same person? Wow, I got a lot. Page of Swords, that's a possible. The nine of Wands and the Page of Cups. Again, the Page of Cups has shown itself 3 times on the bottom. I would say possibly. So somebody could be like watching or wants to like give someone a message of truth. So somebody might want to come in and tell somebody something, but like it might have this person stressed out, like this person has been beat up or beat down, but they don't want to give up. They're not giving up without a fight, or like, but they don't really have like a lot, like to, it's almost like somebody wants to tell somebody something or bring some information to somebody, but it's almost like it's not going to matter. That's interesting. Somebody's trying to possibly save face here. That is literally it. There's nothing else that's being saved. It's like there's a family situation that could be balanced and happy, but it's not. And it's, the more somebody tries to make it look a certain way, it's almost like the worse it gets. So somebody has to like let that go and allow, like truly allow the family situation to be a happy family situation. And it's like somebody's trying to, somebody's trying to like make it look different. There could be children involved in this with the family, the 4 Wands, these 2 pages, Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups could be like a, sometimes represents like a baby mother. Hierophant, so some type of like commitment. Tell me more, Spirit. Two of Pentacles in reverse. So somebody's dropping this juggling, or somebody has a hard time managing things, whether it be money, time, could be people, but I would say more like earth-living people, could be earthly things. But somebody is maybe not managing well, or trying to juggle something. Somebody stressed out over here. The Ace of Pentacles in the bottom, Empress in reverse. What's the Two of Pentacles in reverse? Page of Pentacles, third page out here. So somebody could also be like having a hard time, like actually managing their family. Like somebody is not doing a good job of maybe being a parent or a partner. Somebody could possibly, somebody could be having a hard, I hate to say stuff like this, but somebody could be having a hard time like managing their children or taking care of their children. Somebody is like trying to, somebody doesn't have a lot to offer, and it's almost like they just want to make it look like it, and they're like trying so hard to like hold on to this facade. There's the devil. Like somebody's kind of like obsessed with, like somebody's obsessed with having somebody that they feel like they can exchange with. It's not about like it truly being love and light and happiness. It's almost like, no, it's a codependency, and that's what this energy really is. That's what that spirit, that's the generational curse that we're breaking, is this spirit of codependency, where we seek this outside validation from people to make us feel good about ourselves. And a card wanted to come out. And here's the Six of Cups. We had the Six of Pentacles. So this is like the past, nostalgia, someone returning, someone missing you possibly. Yeah, somebody maybe wants something different. Somebody may be tired of like the same thing. Yeah, death and rebirth, transformation. These cards coming out after each other to me kind of says like past life. It's like this, the Six of Cups, like I said, is like the past, nostalgia, missing you, someone coming back from the past. And then this Death card, this kind of gives me like past life. So there could be like some type of, and this is very new to me, I'm still figuring it all out, but this is like this could be a past life connection here. It's like two people's or some people's spirits know each other from another time. Wow. Okay, so the first card that flipped up is while I was saying that, is the Three of Swords in reverse. So we're coming out of this heartbreak energy, coming out of this disappointment, coming out of that type of fear and betrayal, moving towards something better, and that's not going to have us in this dark energy. So we got the Three of Swords, the Three of Wands, which is like waiting on your ships to come in. I heard the other day the ships are here. The ship has docked. Your ship has docked, boo-boo. Okay? Your ship is here. This High Priestess in reverse, it could have tried to come out in the upright, but a High Priestess in the reverse is like a dark witch. Somebody who's manipulative. They could use their spiritual gifts in a negative way. They could use their gifts or their talents and their strengths to manipulate people, control people. And somebody might do it for some type of gain or clout or money. Somebody could be walking away from this, turning their back towards this energy, or somebody's going to have to turn their back towards it, because once again, you're not getting any closer to your own fulfillment. It's like staying in this energy is going to block anything from coming in or moving forward. And it's like, if you've overcome something and you turn your back to it, if you don't keep going and you go back into trying to manipulate, trying to control, it's like you're forfeiting this here. Let me see if I'm getting that message right. The Six of Wands, victory, public recognition, promotion, celebration, elevation. So I think that's right. Yeah. So we have to be careful right now with our energy, our protection, the things that we are manifesting, the things that we are saying. Thoughts become words, words become actions, actions become habits, I guess, and then habits become your character. And so if we want to be of good character, we have to have healthy habits. Healthy habits come from healthy actions or positive actions. And actions come from the words that we speak, which come from the thoughts that we have. So we have to learn how to transmute our negative thoughts, learn how to turn our our pain into power, learning how to take that energy and allowing it to fuel us to move forward, understanding that rejection is God's protection, and that when we are rejected or something spits us out or someone turns their back on us or whatever the case, recognizing that that is a warning or a message from the divine that we are not in alignment with this thing, and for us to release it and give it back to God. Allow God to work it through. Allow God and your spirit team, who has shown over and over again that they have your back, they're looking out for you, they're loving on you, they're taking care of all the crap. All you have to do is continue to stay the course. I was trying to hit that, but I hit it anyway. So I like that. Okay, so let's see. What do we want to do now? So I'm going to wait on the moon deck. But since there appears to be some truth out here and some, I wouldn't say love. I mean, there's some cups out here, not a lot. There's more swords, wands. So there's some action. There's definitely some thoughts and things happening in the mind space. And a few pentacles out here. But stay the course. okay? Do not be distracted by the small things. Keep your eyes on the prize, all right? Recognize what is debris and a distraction. Dismiss it, allow it to come, allow it to go, and you continue to get back on your path. Right now, we're almost like laser focused. Not allowing too much to deter us. You know, not allowing too much to get us off our path to righteousness and healthy living, abundance, peace, freedom, prosperity, and just allowing our dreams to come true and allowing those things to just surround us in this moment. Okay, so I'm going to do, I got a few more and we'll go ahead and wrap it up. I'm definitely going to do a roomie tonight because I think that is going to be important. So let me just get my stuff situated over here. Okay. All right. So let's get a few messages. There we go. Of love. These cards had a lot to say the other day when I pulled them. I posted them on my Instagram because the energy was new. It was, I wouldn't necessarily call it good, but it was eye-opening. It provided some clarity. But it was new. It was energy that I had not seen in this deck. So let's see, because I do feel like there's some truth coming out here. We got a lot. Yes. Okay, let's see here. So we got marriage and mastery, retreat, forgiveness, and denial. Denial came out the other day. Forgiveness was on the bottom of the deck when I was shuffling. I also see, the deck is right here. I see decision and healing. So the energy is shifting. So let's read this. So marriage, this relationship is moving toward a sacred union. Mastery, you've learned the spiritual lesson. That's a beautiful thing. That's what I was talking about. Like it seems like that's what's happening. If you're feeling like you've been able to kind of tap into your masculine energy where you're taking action, you're actually like doing, you're moving, you're I call it like pounding the earth, like you're grounding yourself, you are like moving, you're taking care of business, you are working through your goals, whatever. If you're in your masculine energy, you are probably resonating with this mastery card because you have mastered yourself, or you are in the process of learning to master yourself, learning to be honest with yourself, learning when to pull your energy back, learning when to self-reflect, just becoming more self-aware. And that's what I feel like is happening up here. It's like somebody is realizing that they had it wrong, and it was actually holding them back. It was actually holding him back. And I think that this is very typical. I think that we all kind of go through these phases that we think that like, I'm just gonna be, I don't know, you could be a hoe. You could, people go through these hoe phases or whatever. But the biggest thing I think with that is recognizing that it's not going to last. You can't expect that to last. Life is about balance. You always have to pull things back a different direction when necessary. Or you can be proactive with it and plant those seeds so that when the time comes, you've already done the work and it just kind of flows. but that's when we are really tapped in. But there is definitely an energy of mastery here. Master. So retreat, time alone or in nature will help you recharge. So there's that grounding piece again. Just recognizing when it's time for us to get moving. Not sitting in stagnation. What the hell? I just felt like a weird pain, like a quick pain, like right in my eye. I don't know what that was. It's like a I don't know. Forgiveness, forgiving yourself or another will help you move forward. So there's the forgiveness piece I was talking about earlier with like forgiving our family or family comes up big time. Parents does as well. And then forgiving ourselves. Sorry, I had to take a drink. And then denial. Detach with love to clearly see the truth. So this is a reminder to like that you can make decisions. You are healing. You know what it takes to heal yourself, and that you have the power to overcome and make these decisions that are for the best and greater good of everyone. Okay, let's see what the Divine Masters have to say. Then we'll do the Rumi and we'll do the angel numbers and we'll call it a night. Okay. Excuse me. I like this. I think we got confirmation of what we were talking about. So the energy, as you can kind of tell, is still a little, I don't know, messy, all over the place, chaotic, but it's not like wild and like I don't want to say uncontrollable because it's not like we can control it, but it's like because we know it kind of like, or we recognize it, we know what it is, it kind of steals its thunder. It takes away its strength because once you know, you know. So how does it keep a facade? How does it continue to have this power of manipulation and illusions and lies and all this other kind of stuff if you know what it is and you can call it? And it's nothing like calling out, oh my goodness, a divine director popped out again. Let's see if we got anybody else. Oh yes. I think that's Lunarians. Yeah. Anymore. But yeah, just kind of like realizing that that we can speak to that energy and nothing disturbs, I feel like, a demon more than you speaking to it calmly. Like when somebody wants to be angry and mad and you so calm and chill and you can check them in the worst way, in the most polite and professional way, oh man, that sends them fuming because they want to get a rise. You know what I mean? People feed off of stuff like that. Demons feed off of that. They want to get a rise. So I'll just say that. Ooh. Oh, Thoth came out again. Oh, and Hathor. Yay. And Kalima. Okay. So we are being reminded. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna read these cards, then I'll jump to I'm not gonna read the actual guidebook on these. I'll just read what's on the card. Oh, I got a new card. Somebody jumped out I've never seen before. So the divine director, trust the process, create space for divine order to unfold. So that's that knowing, like when to hold them, when to fold them. This is the knowing of like recognizing that the energy around you is not going to always be love and light. And there's going to be things that come your way that are going to have to be directed. Okay? And you have the power to direct them. You have the divine director power to call it what it is, because you know better now. And because we know better, we do better. Right? So you can trust the process and recognize that as things come, you can make a decision on them in the present moment as to what's for your best and highest good and what's not. And not being afraid to speak to it. And you don't have to yell, you don't have to stomp your feet, you don't have to curse it out. You can speak it just as clearly and concisely and not be afraid of hurting anybody's feelings or stepping on anyone's toes. Okay? You have the power. Thoth is here again. He came up a few times, a few readings ago. Divine magic. The teacher awakens. The student becomes the master. There's that mastery again. So you got the juice, boo. You got the juice, okay? With 1:11 on the clock. You got the juice. You know what to do. And then Hathor is out here. Light activation, okay? Acceleration, brilliance, and stand in your light. This is a reminder that you are moving forward and that you've got the keys, okay, to unlock the doors that are in front of you. This is a reminder that we are not moving backwards. We are going forward, okay? And we can trust the process. We can step into our light knowing that what's behind us is behind us, and what's for us is either going to be in front of us or it's going to rise up. No reason to look back, okay? And then this guy, never seen him before. Maybe I should read this card. Mahavatar Babaji. Spiritual awakening, interconnectedness, understanding the inner workings. Let's read that. Let's read that card. Never gotten that before, so we're going to read that. I think that he has spiritual awakening. So there's a shift, y'all. The shift is here, okay? The change is here. It's here. All we have to do is trust the process. Go with the flow. Recognize that. Sorry. Whew. Oh my goodness, that's a confirmation. But recognize that we have the power. We know the work that you have done is not in vain. Okay? You have the power to call a spade a spade. You have the power to not repeat lessons that you've learned from. You have the power. Okay, I don't see him in here. You have the power, and you are truly. Here we go. You have completed this cycle of your spiritual awakening, and I will say that cycle is probably healing codependency, recognizing that as a demon or a spirit that's not for our best and highest good, and how it keeps us back and stagnates us. And that we have the power to cut the cords to that. The drama, the fear, the limitations, we have the power to cut those cords. Remember that, okay? All right. Mahavatar Babaji, spiritual awakening, interconnectedness, understanding the inner workings. Mahavatar means great incarnation, and Babaji means sacred or honored father. Mahavatar Babaji is a deeply respected master yogi who was introduced to the world through the teachings of the Indian yogi Paramahansa Yogananda, the author of the classic autobiography of a yogi. Babaji, as he's called, is said to be over 2,000 years old, for he has reached the ecstatic yogic state of samadhi, enlightenment, and mastery. Samadhi, is that one of the chakras? I gotta look that up. Enlightenment and mastery. I wonder if that's one of the upper chakras. Many within the spiritual field believe that Babaji is the keeper of the Christ light in India, and he is in many ways like Christ, deeply devoted to the service of others. He has a sacred spiritual retreat hidden in the Himalayas, a place that many of the wandering yogis in India or of India are searching for, and is of great help to anyone studying yoga or the yogic sciences. You might be going through like you might be being called or pulled to like stretching or yoga. A friend of mine calls it body work. You might just be called to like just exercising more. Maybe it's going for walks, maybe it's bike riding, maybe it's playing basketball, it's jump rope, it's running, but there's a message to continue to take action and ground. Okay, all right, your message. You are going through a powerful series of awakenings at this time and beginning to understand the interconnectedness of all things. You will even begin to understand the healing and lessons that have taken place during the darkest hours of your life. Know that even though you have had no surmount great difficulty, hold on, back up. Know that even though you have had to surmount great difficulties, all roads are leading to a deeper state of connection with yourself. Dive deep into your meditation practice now and be open to listening and learning, for the universe is trying to help you understand all the pieces of your life's puzzle so that you can understand the real reason why you are here. Given all that you have been through, you will never be able to see the world the same way again. And this is for the highest good. You are realizing that everyone and everything is interconnected and one, and that every decision and action you take will lead you to the next step. As you continue along this path, you will come to see that through your spiritual practice, you become the keeper and creator of your own destiny. Welcome to the real you. Listen. Welcome to the real you, boo. All right. Let's get a Rumi message, and then we'll do some angel numbers, and we'll wrap it up. I know Rumi is typically long, but the message is so good. Oh, I'm so happy about this. I'm so happy about this. So stay the course. You have the power to make good decisions. You are becoming a master of self. You know, you embrace change. You recognize your power in your transformation, and you have the strength to detach. You have the power and authority to cut cords. And ultimately, I'm here to let you know that you have the power to break generational curses, okay? That is the confirmation for these past 7 months. I hope that everyone can receive that. You hear that horn? That was confirmation. Okay, Spirit, what does Rumi have for us tonight? Sit up high, because I feel like when I sit up high, I have a better, I guess, leverage where my cards pop out. But sometimes Rumi can be a little specific, and it's like, nope, you're not just going to get anything. Oof. And then sometimes it wants to give me a whole lot. Come on, Spirit, what we got? Flips over. I want a card that is happy to be here, that wants to tell us what the message is for the evening. All right, we're gonna pick. Oh, there it is. We got 2, I think. Oh, we got 3, but ooh, look. I'll pull those up. The human gift. Number 17. That's today's date. Okay. Looking forward to reading that. Let's see what these other 2. Divine Mother Manifest. Number 15. Blessing of Al Hakim. So I think that we possibly have pulled these before. Oh, and then the one on the bottom of the deck. Okay. So let's read the human gift. I don't think I've ever pulled this one. I'm so excited. Okay. The human gift. All right. Number 17, the human gift. O heart, what is your excuse for all these blunders? Such loyalty is offered by the beloved, yet so much treason comes from you. Such kindness is offered by the beloved, yet so much defiance and resistance comes from you. Such grace is offered by the beloved, yet so much fault and failure comes from you. Such attraction is offered by the beloved with sweetness and generosity, yet such jealousy comes from you with so much doubt and suspicion. Rumi. Oh my goodness, we're breaking that heart chakra open. Do you bemoan your lack of faith? Do you berate yourself, blazing angel, because you have moments where you cannot bring yourself to trust in love more than you trust in your fear? Wow. Do you lament and worry that you could or should be living in greater surrender? And yet, when is light more precious than when it arises from darkness? When is trust more admirable than when it involves an uncertain yet bold leap of faith? O human angel, your path is perfection in the divine sense, not in some artificial absence of struggle, but in the wrestling of darkness and light that ignites the fire within your holy heart. So rise up now from your doubts and admonishments and let your human self be loved. Even for all the doubt, you are still a cherished one of the great beloved and always shall be. Be kind to your heart. You may believe it to be weary from doubt and distrust, so much heartbreak and so many agonies, yet still it beats, still it persists with unquestioning allegiance to life. What a grand heart it is, this sacred heart of yours. How can it be worthy of anything other than tenderness, gratitude, acknowledgement, and appreciation? Do not plague your heart with falsehoods or expectations of some disembodied perfection. The perfection of your heart is that it loves still. Even if you try to stop it with some notion of self-protection from future hurt through doubt or fear, still it loves. It is perfection that it hopes even after despair, that it holds compassion even after experiences of fear. So then, what is there left to do but breathe the grandest sigh of relief and allow yourself the essential luxury of peace within? So then, everything is all right, even if at some moments it seems not to be. Still, your heart beats in honor of life. The heart can be nurtured and coaxed into gentle acceptance of all that is, and the divine sight will become available to you. Yes, sacred sight is what is behind this oracle for you now, beloved. You are meant to be witnessing something important, something that will make the presence of the divine in your affairs more real to you. It will be something you can come to count on at all times. Let's just talk about that. And in that, gain greater peace and the realization that yes, it is safe to trust and surrender. Indeed, it is the only safe, sane, and sensible way to live. It is also the most fun way to live, and you are allowed to live this way if you choose. It is not shirking your duty as a responsible adult. It is not deluding yourself and turning away from the real world. Rather, surrender is placing responsibility where it is best placed, firmly in the hands of that part of you wise enough to know the great beloved is wiser still, and that your life unfolds according to the great beloved's grace. So for now, take comfort in this oracle. Just for a moment, let your heart be honored and loved by you. And imagine that you can crack open a window in the dustiest chamber of your own heart temple to let the light of the divine stream in. You may see the angel reaching to assist you. You may receive the gift of understanding, insight, and revelation. You may feel peace, or you may finally allow your heart to break once more to shed those old grievances and be free and fresh to live and love again. Or you may quietly realize you are human, you are light and dark, of heaven and earth. What a perfect blend you are of all that can possibly be. You are an extraordinary, living divine experiment in the making. And you are sacred, cherished, and loved by the great beloved. So do not fear your fear, but do doubt your doubt with compassion. Let it be and let it go. You are human after all, and your journey is beyond description. Just remember, if you are ever in need of the great beloved, there is a place where sacred tryst is always available to you. In the temple of your heart, with the window cracked open so that doubt can fly out and love can breathe freely. This oracle comes with special guidance for you. You are, or soon will be, seeing the greater clarity and insight, a situation that has been obscure to you in the past. You may be startled by what you perceive, so much so that you second guess yourself or chalk it up to wild imagination on your part. You are asked to trust in your perceptions, that when they come from the heart, although what you perceive may be darkness, there will be no judgment in it. See what is truthfully there. Be in the compassionate nature of your heart, and you shall also be shown the most graceful way to become clear and free of darkness, either within yourself or within others and the world around you. That was beautiful. I really, really, really like that message. Let's get a few angel numbers and we'll wrap it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move forward. Oh, 1441 just jumped out. Unique skills. Let's see, got anything else? Unique skills, life goals, mission, sense of self, honesty, important projects. Ooh, got a couple more. All right, spirit. Okay. Ooh, 1111 on the bottom. All right. 1441 jumped out first. Unique skills, life goals, mission, sense of self, honesty, important projects. It's that time of intense self-development. Focus your mind on your craft. You already have what it takes to succeed, but practice makes you a master. It also serves to find your true purpose. Leveling up in your career or business is of priority right now. Stay the course. Focus on what's in front of you. Laser focus. 777 and 0707. Okay. 777. Good luck, contentment, prosperity, abundance, spiritual awakening. Second time that's come out. Divine intervention. This message is most likely to reach you during intense uncertainty. You'll come out winning from everything that may come your way. It's also a sign that you have much life experience and wisdom to share. Yet you'll need enthusiasm and effort to get this message to others. All right, stay the course. 70707. Compromise, self-awareness, forgiveness, again, professionalism, empathy, tenacity, and freedom. Let go of what no longer serves you. Stop holding on to grudges. Express your emotions and aim towards a compromise. Where there's a lack of understanding, it's best to just move on. The truth will set you free. Oh my gosh, we talked about that. All right, thank you, Spirit. We're gonna clear this energy, but that was an amazing message. 1111, like I said on the bottom of the deck, wish come true. Your wishes are coming true, boo. Okay? They're coming true. Good night. I love you. But God loves you more. Always go within so you never go without. And we'll see you later.